Gooniez Gang is absolutely blowing up at the moment. It's the talk of the town. They've got almost 30,000 followers on Twitter. On their Discord, they've got sort of almost 30, so it's 37,000 sort of members in their Discord. And then also you can see all the reactions. It's crazy hot and it's going hard. Now, I actually was talking to Mo, the founder. So there are 5 founders behind Goonies. And I actually spoke to Mo, one of the founders, to kind of get some more information about his background, how it all ties together to see what this project is actually like, because it's blowing up and it's hot. And I think getting this information and getting this hot alpha to you is a really good way to kind of kick off this project to see if it's something that you're interested in. So when it comes down to the actual project, Goonies themselves, it is going to be an 8,888 supply, mint price of 0.25. Now I think that is is a little bit high, but it's become a standard recently with 0.25 for 3D art, which is kind of, it's fine, but it's just weird because I'm from that sort of era where you were going to that 0.05 to sort of 0.08 mark. So seeing sort of 0.25s is pretty crazy when you kind of start to see these mints, but that is what it is. Now, when it comes down to the artwork, it is a 3D model artwork. It's very detailed, which is good, but it's also got that kind of cartoonish aspect. Now, this reminds me so heavily of My Pet Hooligan, and it's the kind of thing that I think this would actually do quite a good collaboration with. And the fact that My Pet Hooligan do collaborations with people and they kind of do those shout outs, and you got the rabbit kind of doing that, I can see this being right up their alley to kind of do something. So I'm actually editing the video right now, and I just got confirmation that they are partnering with My Pet Hooligan to do something. So I thought I'd throw that into the video just to give you a little bit more information, a little bit more context, and that hot alpha. Let's get back into it, because it does seem very My Pet Hooligan-ish, and those are the vibes that I get as soon as I saw it. And I kind of like this vibe and I like this aesthetic, and the fact that it's going to be a play to earn game, this also plays into it. Now, I keep talking about Mo, the founder, so I'm going to jump in and do a little bit of a dive on Mo right now so you can kind of see the founder behind the project. Well, one of the founders, there's 5 founders. So Mo.eth, this is the guy that's running the show, well, sort of 1/5 of the show, and you'll actually recognize him in the Discord as Big Goonski. Now, when we've got Mo, he's got sort of 430 followers, nothing big, nothing massive, but what you'll notice is that he actually joined in February 2013, so this is his sort of personal, his real account. Now, when I dived in and asked Mo what he did, what his background was, where he actually came from, and he actually runs an Instagram page. Now, he runs this Instagram page with Tory Lanez. Now, Tory isn't affiliated with the Goonies, but this is just giving you a background on Mo, where he's come from and who he's worked with, as a bit of social proof when it comes down to it. Now, this is the Instagram page that they've got, which is NFT All-Stars. So they've been putting out lots of content. It's kind of like semi-informational, semi-news, kind of that kind of aspect. I can't really describe it more than that. And essentially they've got 67,000 followers, which is quite good to see. When you actually have a look at their TikTok, which is crazy, they've got 270,000 followers on TikTok, and you can actually see Mo here in the images. So he's actually up front in these videos actually making them. And if you haven't been on NFT TikTok, this is very standard for what you would kind of expect for NFT TikTok. But the fact that I'm kind of pulling away from this is the fact that they've done it before. Mo's done this before, he's promoted things before, he's been around this space and he's in it. So this kind of also helps out when it comes down to putting out this project and kind of having the right connections to actually put it in the right places, market it well, so it does get that hype and awareness. And that's why we've seen this big blow up of Goonies over the past day. Now, when you actually dive in and have a look at his OpenSea, because he's got Mo.eth, but I actually had a look and a bit of a dive to kind of see what he's got in his collection. So what we can see here is this is the profile picture that he's currently using on Twitter, which is Pudgy Penguin 712. Now, other aspects in his collection, he's got a Gunslingers, he's got another Pudgy Penguin, he's also got a My Pet Hooligan, which is cool. chain faces and all that. And then we actually have a look at some of his activity. He has made some flips, which is nice to see. But you can jump in and check this out yourself. So this is a good way you can kind of see if he's actually been doing some trades and actually doing what he says he does in some of his clips. Now, when it came down to Goonies, I asked him, everyone's got a play to earn game. What kind of game is it going to be? And what kind of caught my interest is the fact that the game is going to be a racer. And he kind of goes, imagine like Mario Kart, and you're going to have NFTs, but the NFTs will then give you weapons and things like that. So the idea that it's going to be a very kind of fun arcade style racing game. Now look, the reason that I think this is cool is that we've got a lot of role-playing type games, and we've got a lot of kind of where you're controlling a person, but it feels like we've haven't really touched on this aspect of gaming yet, because when it comes down to it, I like playing sort of some of these racing games, things like that, because it's easy to kind of jump in, play with friends. It's very easy going, and those arcade style racing games are a little bit of fun with that kind of competition. So I think that kind of works quite well, and it also plays well into collaborations. If they are going to do collaborations with other projects or other brands or other things later, it's easy enough to take a character, rig it up, and then bang in a cart, because all of the aspects of the game are kind of staying the same. When it comes down to it, you can just change some colors or change the character in it. So that's how they kind of want to play this together. When I dived in on the team and who's in it, they've got a team of around 20 people, and they're keeping all of the art in-house. So they're not kind of sort of outsourcing that. They're keeping the art in-house. They've been working on this for a while, and they've got 5 founders of the project, which is nice to see, because they're actually kind of building it out, and they're kind of building the team. And this is excluding any Discord moderation. So they're going to be bringing on more of a team for Discord moderation. So that kind of team will blow out to around sort of at least that 25-30 mark. Now, when it comes down to the website and stuff, they're going to be releasing more when it comes down to the roadmap and how they're kind of actually going to release the game, set aspects, partnerships, all that kind of stuff down the line. So we're going to be getting in quite early, but what I wanted to do with this video is to give you some details about the project, who's behind the project, and a little bit more information, because I know that sort of hot alpha like this is the kind of stuff that actually gets you into that project earlier, because we could get to a stage where if the hype does build up, it could get to a point where a Discord could get locked. So knowing this stuff now means you can jump in early and try to run it up. So how do you get onto the whitelist? Now, this is one criticism that I have when it comes down to the project. What they're doing is they're doing an invite competition. Invite 15 people into the gang's Discord server. High quality and engaging members, no spammers. And they're also want to be doing getting up to like a level 15. So it's an invite competition, and also the kind of grinding aspect of it. Now, I'm not a big fan of this. A lot of people aren't big fans of this, but this is just the way that they have kind of decided to run this up. And this could also contribute to the big growth of the Discord, and also the growth of the Twitter account. So those are some criticisms that come down to this project. Looking at the artwork though, I do like the artwork. I think there's a lot of fun to be had with it, and I do look at the quality of it, and the quality does look quite nice. When I did speak about the game and the long-term sort of roadmap aspects of it, I really also like that aspect of it, because the fact it's not just, hey, we're going to be playing sort of a fighting game or a shooting game or something like that. The fact they're kind of going on that racing aspect, and the fact that Mo kept referencing Mario Kart, because that's his childhood, that's nostalgic to him, so he kind of wants to sort of inject that and play those types of games, which I think is fun, because drawing on those experiences when you want to move into a project is quite good. So overall, it is super early on this project, so follow them, put it on your radar, maybe join the Discord so you're in there early enough so that if things do get locked, you've got a chance to actually sort of be in there and actually kind of see if you want to be in that project, because there's nothing worse than a project building up hype and then you're not able to get in because it locks. But hopefully you found value in this video. Hopefully I kind of gave you a bit more insight into the project and how it all comes together and how it all works. If you did find value in this video, please consider hitting that subscribe button, because I'd really appreciate it. Also, there's a like button down there right next to it. Hit up that like button as well. It lets me know what kinds of videos you like, so I can make more of those videos in the future. As always, it's been a pleasure having you with me. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. And if I'm taking a shot, I don't miss. Who knew I would be at the top like this? And no one made my